It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Saints and the Patriots, and it comes your way next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter. Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 7th season in the league, former #1 overall pick, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, a few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Jameis to throw it. In the hands of Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on second down. Now Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
1st and goal from the 6. Throwing, Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone. You're
actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing, Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 1st down, Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
He'll leave this one for White.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And Folk's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jameis Winston and the Saints ready to go back again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Gunnar Olszewski deep for New England. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. That's not good.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Pay attention, pay attention.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Winston. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jameis again. They'll get this out to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To throw, Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Get ready.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So now Jones and the Patriots trailing 10-3, 20 seconds to go.
Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
To throw is Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Now Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.